Welcome to the Mystic Messenger, the space where soul meets voice and every silence holds a message. I'm your host, the Mystic, and today's episode is for those of you in the void. If life feels like it's paused, if your manifestations have flatlined, if it seems like everything you were moving towards has gone still, this is for you. You're not stuck. You're being rewired. You're not forgotten. You're being initiated. And you're definitely not falling behind. You're being prepared for your next soul timeline. This is what I call the sacred pause. And it's one of the most misunderstood and spiritually potent parts of the ascension path. So first, let's talk about the conditioning most of us carry, that progress must look linear, measurable, and visible. From school to jobs to relationships, we're taught that forward is the only acceptable direction we can go in. But the soul doesn't move in straight lines. It spirals. It pauses. It regresses to expand. In fact, some of the greatest leaps in consciousness come after a complete halt and stillness. And yet, when this happens in real life, we panic. No money coming in. No messages being returned. No vision clicking into place. We start asking, did I do something wrong? Have I missed my window of opportunity? Why does it feel like nothing is happening? But what if I told you that's the sign you're exactly where you're meant to be? The pause isn't a mistake. It's a recalibration. A soul-level software update, let's call it. Here's what I've come to understand, and what many mystics and initiates describe. When nothing is moving externally, everything is shifting internally. Behind the scenes of your visible life, your frequency is being adjusted. Your soul is calling you to rewire. Your higher self is pruning anything not aligned with your future timeline. But like a seed buried beneath the soil, nothing looks like it's changing. Your guides may go silent. Your intuition may feel a little foggy. Your dreams may intensify, even turn a little strange. This is the void space. It is holy, it is sacred, and it is wildly uncomfortable. Because the ego doesn't know how to measure invisible transformation, but the soul knows something massive is coming. Let's talk about the body in the sacred pause. This phase is often accompanied by fatigue, emotional waves out of the blue, even a physical detox, sometimes called purging. You might sleep more or be tired. You might cry without knowing why. You might feel called to do nothing and yet feel guilt for not being productive. Let me say this clearly to you. Rest in preparation. Stillness is spiritual work. Doing nothing is often the portal to receiving everything. You are not being lazy. You're becoming spacious enough to hold your next expansion. This is the nervous system's repair. It's a cellular upgrade. It's a multidimensional reordering within yourself. Many of you have told me, my guides aren't speaking to me anymore. I used to get synchronicities and now it's just silence. Let me offer a reframe. Your guides are not absent. They never are. They are holding space while your energetic signature changes. When you ascend to a new frequency, your channel clears. But to get there, the old connection must quiet. It's like rebooting a computer system, or the motherboard, let's say. The silence is not abandonment. It's a sign of reverence. They know this part of the journey requires deep inner listening, and they trust you enough to pause. So this is the part in the podcast where I give you some gentle practices, because even in the pause, there is sacred work happening. Here are some journal prompts for this session. Write down, what am I still holding on to that doesn't belong in my next chapter? If nothing external ever changes, who am I willing to become internally? Where have I mistaken movement for meaning? I also suggest walk barefoot outside. Take spiritual baths. Burn old intentions and release expired timelines. Sit with silence and ask, what is being made empty so I can be filled again? Trust me, this season is not loss, it's purification. So here's the magic I've witnessed. After every sacred pause, there's a quantum leap. Not just a little shift. I'm talking dimensional jump. The person who felt stuck in February meets the love of their life in March. The entrepreneur who couldn't sell anything in April launches a viral offer in May. The soul who felt lost in the dark of June lights the path for others by July. This is how the soul moves, in unseen silence. And then, all at once. But only if you don't give up in the pause. So as we come to a close of this podcast, let me say this one last thing. You're not in a waiting room. You're in a womb. The moment of nothingness is not your ending. It is your initiation. The universe is not withholding from you. It's weaving something so profound, so aligned, that only the quiet could prepare you to receive it. You are not late. You are not broken. You are not forgotten. You are sacred. You are chosen. You are becoming. So until next time, stay grounded, stay guided, and remember, the soul doesn't rush. It always remembers.